So let's take out this guy. Let's just take this guy out and focus on this our first table. So if I want to resolve this issue of getting the variance of the revenue of other regions from the south region, so what I need to do is I need to ensure that at the point where this central is selected, let DAX somehow blow the table up and release the filters from south. You know, the table is always selecting central before it does the calculation. Here the table selects east before it does calculation. So we want to say, you know what, can you blow up the whole table and just give me the number for the south region? I don't care whether you have central selected, blow up the whole table and give me the number that I want. So what we need to do is I'm going to have to come back to this my south calculation. So south revenue now, and I need to make a change. Okay, so the change is this. So sum X is where we started from, and sum X wanted a table, and we told sum X to filter the orders table to where this location region is equals to south. But remember, every time you mention a table here, you are not really talking about a table, you are talking about the table that contains only a subset of your data that is currently selected. So filter orders here means filter the central table, only the central table, and find where the region is equal to south. Of course, when it filters the central table, it cannot find south there, and that's why central would return blank. When it filters the east table here, it can't find region equals to south, and that's why it returns blank. When it filters for south, it finds region equals to south, and it gives you the full figure. Okay, so what if you want to ignore this guy? We just somehow want to ignore it and want to have access to everything. We don't care. Just blow up the whole table and give me where the region is equals to south, which is this 391721. That means instead of saying orders, we are going to say all orders. Remember that function that returns everything on a table is all, right? So we are going to say all orders instead. So all orders, not just orders. By the time we say all orders, then we are no longer referring to central or east or south or west. We are referring to all the orders, blowing it all up, and then it's going to run the calculation for south. So when I hit enter now, you now see that we can now have the values across everywhere, and now I can get my variance from other regions. We are seeing how we compare against the other regions. So let me just go now, and as you can see, other regions are actually doing better than the south. Everybody is doing better than the south. We need to catch up. So now we can kind of like remove this one that says south revenue is going to be useless for a report from a reporting point of view, but this will now make a sensible report to see. Okay, so how much catch up do we need to play against the other regions?